1985 pence coin, United Kingdom. Welcome back to FC Coin World. In today's video, we're diving into the history and details of the 1980 5 pence coin from the United Kingdom. Whether you're a coin collector or just curious about this fascinating piece of British currency, you're in the right place. So, let's explore the design, history, and everything that makes this coin special. Stay tuned. Introduction to the 5 pence coin. The 5 pence coin of the United Kingdom is a notable part of the British decimal currency system, introduced in 1968, ahead of Decimal Day in 1971. Its history is tied to the broader transition from the pre-decimal system to the decimal system, which streamlined the British currency system. The 1985 pence coin, a key focus of this video, serves as a product of that transition and offers a wealth of historical significance both in design and production. Before decimalisation, British currency operated on a complex system, where pounds were divided into 20 shillings, and each shilling consisted of 12 pence, amounting to 240 pence in a pound. This intricate system, dating back centuries, became increasingly impractical as the global economy modernized, prompting calls for change in the early 20th century. In 1966, after years of debate, the British government made the decision to switch to a decimal system. This would simplify everyday transactions, particularly in international trade and tourism. The Decimal Currency Act of 1969 outlined the official switch, marking February 15, 1971, Decimal Day, as the date of full transition. The 5 pence coin, introduced in 1968, was intended as a replacement for the shilling, which had circulated since the reign of Henry VII in the late 15th century. It was initially introduced to circulate alongside the shilling, and both were worth 1/20th of a pound. This continued until shillings were demonetized in 1990. The 1985 pence coin followed the design principles set in 1968. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was in use from 1968 to 1984. In this rendition, Queen Elizabeth II wears the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a signature element of her portrayal during this period. Machin's depiction of the Queen was praised for its elegance and timelessness and appeared on all British coins during that era. The reverse design of the 1985 pence coin, created by Christopher Ironside, features the crowned Scottish thistle. The thistle, a national symbol of Scotland, had appeared on British coinage in various forms for centuries, symbolizing the unity of the nations under the British crown. Ironside's design was lauded for its balance between tradition and modernity. The coin, minted in cupronickel 75% copper, 25% nickel, had a diameter of 23.59 mm and weighed 5.65 g. These specifications were in line with the coin's use as a shilling replacement. The edge of the 5 pence coin is milled, a feature carried over from shillings to aid in distinguishing the coin from others by touch. The legal framework that governed the issuance of the 1980 5 pence coin was the Coinage Act of 1971, which laid out the rules and specifications for all new decimal coins. This act formalized a decimal system and allowed for the withdrawal of older pre-decimal coinage in the years following Decimal Day. The Royal Mint, responsible for producing the 1985 pence coin, struck the coin at its Llantrysant facility in South Wales. Mintage figures for the 1980 coin were relatively high, as the 5 pence was a widely circulated denomination. Mintage figures around 326, 737,005 pence coins were minted in 1980, reflecting the demand for small denomination coins as the decimal system continued to stabilize in everyday transactions. Additionally, the coin was produced for various coin sets, including uncirculated and proof sets, appealing to collectors both in the UK and internationally. The proof sets, struck with higher quality dies and on specially prepared plankets, have become highly collectible over time. Changes in size and demonetization. One of the most significant changes in the history of the 5 pence coin came in 1990, when it was reduced in size. The 1985 pence coin belongs to the large size period, when the diameter was 23.59 millimeters. As inflation reduced the purchasing power of the coin and the rising cost of producing large cuprical coins became a concern. A decision was made to reduce the coin size. The small size 5 pence coin was introduced in 1990, with a diameter of 18.00 millimeters and a weight of 3.25 grams, to facilitate the transition. Both the large and small 5 pence coins circulated together for some time. However, the large size 5 pence coins, including the 1980 version, were demonetized on December 31, 1990, marking the end of their circulation. Historical and economic context in 1980. The economic environment of the United Kingdom in 1980 provides important context for understanding the role of the 5 pence coin. The country was undergoing significant political and economic changes under Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, who had been in power since 1979. The early 1980s were marked by economic challenges, including high inflation, unemployment, and industrial unrest, resulting in shifts in how money was used in daily life. Coins like the 5 pence were an important part of everyday transactions, especially as inflation affected the purchasing power of small denomination coins. The 1985 pence coin was mainly used for small purchases, vending machines, and public transportation. Collectability and value. Today, the 1985 pence coin holds interest primarily for collectors. Due to its demonetization, it no longer has any face value in the UK, but its collectible value depends on factors such as condition, rarity, and the type of set it was included in. Circulated coins. Circulated examples of the 1980 5 pence coin are relatively common. Given the large mintage figures, these coins generally hold minimal value, although they are still sought after by those assembling complete collections of British decimal coins, uncirculated and proof coins. Uncirculated examples and proof versions of the 1980 5 pence coin hold more value, with proofs being especially prized by collectors for their enhanced strike and finish. Proof sets containing the 1980 coin can fetch higher prices, depending on their condition and packaging. Conclusion. The 1980 5 pence coin from the United Kingdom represents an important period in British numismatic history, tying together the legacy of pre-decimal currency with the modernization efforts of decimalisation. While no longer in circulation, the coin remains a significant piece for collectors and historians alike, reflecting the economic and cultural changes of the late 20th century in Britain. Its design, production, and the economic context in which it was used make it a fascinating subject of study. Though its face value may have been modest, the 1985 pence coin is a meaningful artifact that offers a window into the era of decimalisation and the transition from old to new in British currency. That wraps up our deep dive into the history of the 1980 5 pence coin from the United Kingdom. I hope you enjoyed learning about its design, production, and the role it played in British decimal currency. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow coin enthusiasts. Make sure to subscribe to FC Coin World and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos exploring fascinating coins from around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.